Get away from him.
And I'm walking around in Wardrick Wells, which is a nature preserve there in the Exumas in the Bahamas. And different people would come along and clear out a trail, and they get their name on it. And I'm walking along, and all of a sudden, guess what I see? I see a plaque up there, and it's got Jenny's Trail. So I take a picture of it, and I send it back to Jenny MacArthur, who was a student right about that time, right?
Right. I had been just 2 years, had graduated that 2 years before that.
Right.
And so, I had just had a real bad car accident and was at home. And so that, you know, that comes in the mail, and it's a good memory. I still have it. I still have a picture of that.
So, well, that's enough talking. I just want to tell each of you how happy I am that you're here tonight, and how surprised I am. I had they told me that I was going to have a party, and I expected 12 to 15 around the dining room table. But they said there's going to be a whole lot of people, and I had no idea how they were going to get a whole lot of people. Perfectly honest, because I don't move in real big circles. But anyhow, when I came around the corner and I started looking at faces, I realized that, hey, this is going to be a physics survival. I'm sure. Hold your hand up if you've ever been to more than one physics survivor party. That was one of the highlights of my teaching career, was when I'd give that Christmas party. And like they said, the cards are still in that drawer. You got everybody, every one of your names is on there, the year. And that's how I keep people straight. And they went down that because every year, including the 27th year I taught, I'd go back and call every single person that I had ever taught in those 27 years that put up with me for generally 3 years, and invite them to the party. And that was more fun for me than it probably was for you all, but I guess most of you all probably enjoyed it too.
Oh yeah.
But, it's the relationships in life that count the most. And,
that's right.
I thank you all. Right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, if kids that were real sharp, you know, were kind of looked down on by the general population on awards day and that kind of stuff, you know. A lot of the students, you know, just didn't consider it to be that cool to be a good student. But it's my understanding that when Joel went out for the football team and broke his leg, that I'll never forget senior awards day at the end of the year. He got a bunch of them, but he probably got the largest applause from the whole school, and it was a lot about the fact that he went out for football, broke his leg. I don't think he ever played it. Never played again. But they saw it too. And I talked to him and I said, you know, Joel, you've got to do something to demonstrate physical vigor. And so he comes out for the tennis team. Now, Joel was not a natural athlete. And I don't think he'd ever played tennis before. And that double combination, it was only 2 strikes, but it was worth 3.
He runs.
And I told him, I said, you've got to do something, but tennis isn't your thing. I said, what you need to do is you need to go out for cross country. Because cross country is 99% sweat, perspiration, and perseverance, and 1% talent. And seriously, you know, you gotta work at cross country. And so I said, go out for cross country. Coach Shields. Cross country. Now, you know Coach Shields had never run across country.
He didn't have to take one step and he'd be cross country.
That's right, Marie. That's right.
So Coach Shields was the cross country track coach, okay? And so you can imagine how much coaching Coach Shields gave to Joel. But we'd be out there practicing tennis. And where is Joel? You'd see Joel running around the campus, around town, okay? And he persevered through that whole season. And I'm convinced that had he not gone out for football and broken his leg, you know, and come out for tennis and got cut, and then went to do cross country, that he probably wouldn't have gotten himself a Moorhead Scholar. But that was the kind of kid he was. Came from good stock, I think. All three of them that I had took physics.
Yay! You get the record!
Other than his own children, yes.
Mr. Burrow, do you recall when you cut Joel from the tennis team, who you kept in his place?
You, Papa.
It wasn't Maurice. What?
Who was it?
Carolyn Irvin and Lee Cheers.
What about Ray on that story?
Sounds like it was
It was one more.
conspiracy.
Randy Fagan? Who? Didn't you cut him?
No, I don't even think he ever came out. But anyhow,
Anyway,
yeah, they were the only two girls that we ever had on a tennis team.
Boys Tennessee.
On the boys' tennis team. And I put them in when we'd already won the match and let them play third doubles. And when they beat the guys,
had him slacked out.
oh man. It was bad enough to lose the doubles match, but to lose the two girls. That was something else. And they won some of them. Oh, yeah. Well, not only all three of the Hilton gals took physics, but had another family, Parker family. Who we got here? Jackie.
Jackie with us.
And yeah.
And Alan.
And
Alan's the one everybody forgets.
Jackie wasn't a science type, but I think her dad made her take physics. I said that they all had what I call intellectual integrity.
Right.
If you can handle it, you ought to do it. That's the way I look at things. So all three of those took physics, and Johnny's the only one that ever utilized it in his career. Alan is into the music end of things, and of course Jackie Parker, coaching that. She's into music too. She's the organist down at the Baptist Church and directs the
Albemarle Corral.
Albemarle Corral. So and teaches, yeah. So those of you that got kids, okay, if they can handle it, make sure they do it, okay?
Oh yeah.
That's so important, okay? They need to be pushed, okay? And those of you that are approaching that age, you may even have grandchildren, okay? Insist upon intellectual integrity, okay? Do that for me, and that can be part of my legacy through you.